What's up, you guys? So, I thought it would be great to do a June reading to get this month started. We have this fairly, you know, exasperant energy going on with the planets and Aries and Mercury being in retrograde. Well, it's in Taurus right now, but it was in Gemini, and it's just it's been intense, and it will get lighter. Things will begin to make more sense, and it won't be as much tragedy, I should say, uh, coming in the following weeks. But we now have Venus and Taurus, so that's supporting us and really focusing and caring and nurturing ourselves. Really taking the time it is that's needed to grow, to facilitate growth within us, whether it's in our health or just our bodies, with what it is that we love and what makes us feel good, getting more acquainted with our desires and making sure that our needs are met as well, and, really focusing on what it is that we have and hold, whether that is of a material aspect, or just sensory. And this can be spiritual senses or, our physical senses. Both are just as important as the other. One is just as important as the other, So we have a little heart chakra Reiki going on here because it's a great time to have that with all the things going on. And plus the moon is in Cancer today, and that's very heart chakra energy. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the messages it is that June has for us. Ancestors, spirits, divine, Mother, Father, Creator, those that walk with us, that bring and facilitate prosperity, joy, happiness, peace, fulfillment in our world, clarity, revelation, awakening, enlightenment. What messages do you have for us in June? What would you like for us to know at this time? What would you like for us to take with us today and forward, going forward? Ancestors, Great Spirit, please allow me to be an open channel, a bridge for the messages to flow through me, for those who are watching this, for them to receive what it is that they need in this moment, in this space, in this time. I'll show you. Month of June for the collective here. Month of June. So the first card we have out is Current. So Current this is the Seven of Knives. So the Seven of Knives can speak to, okay, so I'm getting two messages. This may be some of us being very intelligent with the moves it is that we're making, being very clear and cut with what we're deciding on, and making sure that things make sense before we make a move, right? Being very strategic. But this can also speak about self-sabotage, not really doing what it is that we need to do, like in a sense of self-talk, right? How we're nurturing ourselves, how we're thinking of ourselves, how we're loving on ourselves, right? And honoring ourselves. So this may be something here. This can also be speaking about some people being like watching others, like spies, or people minding business that don't belong to them, kind of thing. Okay, my storage had got full. I had to delete some stuff. So I was just saying that make sure that's in good line of sight. But yes, so this can also be speaking about maybe you're learning something and you're utilizing that to support you and where it is that you're headed. Even this can also be figuring out ways to get out of conflict as well, making smart moves, smart decisions, right? Having the know-how and being able to do what it is that you need to do. But this energy outside of, somebody being witnessing you, watching you, whatever. This can also be speaking about someone trying to take what's yours, um, and like in a sense of stealing your joy, right? And that energy is very prevalent right now. So a lot of us may be experiencing that to some degree, but with this coming up in a current, this is like there is a way out. There is a way. There's a different way to see this. There's a different way to handle what it is that's being felt, what it is that's happening, and it comes down to perception. So let's see. The theme for this month is the Son of Baskets. So the Son of Baskets is about a new initiative in regards to starting. It's like starting working on those ideas, those creative ventures, getting ready to prepare to make things real that have been living in your imagination. This is also a lot about self-awareness, and with this coming out after the Seven of Knives, it's like recognize how it is that you may be creating this dishevelment, if it is that, within your world, right? How are you connecting with your emotions? How are you connecting with your heart? Even how are you connecting within your relationships? Are you simply just being the one of self-sabotaging that? Some of us may be getting really connected with the moon this month, and working with these phases, really letting the magic of the moon operate and flow and bring growth to our life, bring a lot of love, a lot of luck, right? Things may also, a lot of stuff may be coming to surface that's going to support us in moving forward in what it is that we're creating, in our relationships, in our sense of self-love, in how we see ourselves and think about ourselves and operate from our soul, from our sense of being, and really being able to have the confidence it is that we need. But it's a process. We're starting something here. We're beginning this journey of having healing new emotions, having new emotions and healing what has been, right? That has been stopping us, or where we've been resistant out of not seeing things clearly, like getting out of the fog so that we can recognize what's true and not be in this space of delusion, or making up a scenario, a story that may not necessarily be a thing. So let's see, accomplished this month is the Ten of Coins. That's interesting. I got this for my personal June reading for what's being accomplished. So we're coming together with our families. We're having a lot of support. We are focusing on our legacy. We're focusing on our children. We're focusing on our family. Our immediate family, our ancestors are here. These two ancestors are here watching, happy. The family connect and have this gold. These are gold coins from all over. So it's a lot of abundance taking place for us. We're recognizing that all our needs are met, and perhaps even a lot of us are coming into more, coming into a sense of abundance that we may have not reached yet, and coming to the end of an old cycle when it comes to material things, possessions, finances, our sense of self-worth, how we value ourselves and how we connect and align with that, and really embodying that. The coins are the deck, are the suit that every other element exists. Every other suit, there's fire here, there's water here, there's mind here. So knives, sticks, cups, baskets, however you want to see the water energy. But this is a completion of what was, and for those who are having any type of financial troubles, this is coming to an end, because we are seeing ourselves true for what it is that we really are, and what's needed, right, in order to bring the flourishing here. Okay, so what's being avoided? What needs to be avoided? Spirit, what do we need to avoid? So, Father of Coins. With this coming up in the avoid quadrant, this is saying that we need to avoid hesitating. Don't take time. Don't hesitate. It's like make sure that you're going about doing what it is that needs to be done. Is it raining? That you're doing what it is that needs to be done when you recognize that it's needing to be done, right? But also not, this is also kind of like not feeling like you're better than anybody as well. Like, see things from the inside so that you can recognize what is real, seeing the bigger picture, not just focusing on your bag kind of thing. Don't feel like that you need to do things on your own, right? But also, this guy, he's smoldering. So it's like, watch where you're judging others based off of what they have, based off of possession, how it is that you're seeing another person. Nobody is better than you, nobody is less than you, okay? And the same goes for you, not seeing yourself less than or better than anyone based off of what it is that you have. It's like recognizing that we are all human, we're all experiencing something one way or another, and we are all experiencing some similar dynamic as another, but it's manifesting through another type of way, right? So it's like it's not a competition of who's struggling more like that, no. And it's just like go ahead and do whatever it is that needs to be done. Go ahead and share what it is that needs to be shared. Connect with who you need to connect with. It's not, and maybe part of this is also speaking about knowing also what it is that needs to be kept to yourself, right? And kept to yourself and for yourself, so that you are it's like having this work-life balance, this balance between spending and saving, a balance between recognizing where you're in a aspect of greed versus where you just need to save, right? Or that you're not overdoing too much, right? Don't overwork yourself as well. Like, take the time it is that you need to rest. Take the time it is that you need to nurture and care for yourself, okay? Because the Father of Coins, he gonna get it done. He's gonna do whatever work it is that needs to be done. This is very Capricornian energy for me. So, let's see. What are we embracing for June, Spirit? What is being embraced for June? Okay, so we have the Nine of Baskets being embraced. So recognize what you desire, and be honest about that. Be true about that. Enjoy what it is that you have. Recognize the bounty it is that you hold, right? Because your wishes are coming about. Recognize where things are manifesting for you, okay? And take the time it is that you need to enjoy life, right? You want to avoid doing this overwork stuff and really just enjoying the fruits of what it is that you have, the fruits of your labor. It's like, it's no point in working if you don't turn around and have the time, or make the time even, to enjoy what you have, right? Enjoy the people around you, enjoy your relationships, connect, love, maybe take a trip. Recognize that you are protected. Eat some good food, okay? Read a good book. Learn something new. Make yourself beautiful, okay? Focus on your bodily health, your sense of worth, right? From a very soul-based aspect of self. Like, this is about being very true to you, true to yourself about what you want, what you really desire. And perhaps that has a lot to do surrounding your family, and how where are you self-sabotaging that? Or this could be you being honest about what you want when it comes to your life, how you want that to look. Okay, so the obstacle is them bones. So with them bones coming up in the obstacle, this can be speaking about not answering the call, not paying attention to the signs, to what it is that is needing to be done, right? Being in the space of duality, of this is good, this is bad, right or wrong kind of thing. Instead of honoring yourself, feeling like you're not protected as well when you are. Maybe you are too focused on what's hidden, what you can't see, and don't have enough trust and faith in the process. All right, so it's kind of like let up off of it. It's okay to not see where you're going. It's okay to not have all the answers right away. You don't have to know everything before you get to where you're going. Like, that's not necessarily how it works. So it's more of learning to trust, learning to know that when you're doing something for yourself, it's nothing wrong in that, right? This is a lot of individual type of energy in the air right now. Okay, so it's a lot about, again, being truthful, being honest with yourself about what it is that you want, how you want your life to look, how you want it to feel, more importantly. Okay, so where's our support for this month? Support for this month. We have Dr. Buzzard. So this is the Justice card. Our support is in the truth, being honest, all right, and making sure that we get what it is that we want by our own means, get to where we're going by our own means. It's a lot of it's a lot of self-focus this month, right? And that makes sense with this Gemini energy. Geminis like to connect with people, but they really is still very self-oriented when it comes to Gemini. Gemini rules the third house, okay, and that's still very toddler energy, toddler stage, right? So it's a lot about the innocence and the family energy, more so as well, siblings, immediate family, right? So your support lies within your justice, right? Being fair to yourself, being fair to others, finding a balanced approach, finding your peace and being in that. All right, walking through any open doors, with receiving, accepting invitations that feel right. Okay, offering invitations that feel right as well. Finding balance, focusing on your relationships too. And doing what it is that needs to be done for those to flourish as well. And also, your support is in your beauty. The beauty in your world, the beauty in your life, the beauty in your relationships, the beauty in, how things look, how things feel, that they are on point in the way in which it is that you want them to be. Right? This is, again, we find ourselves to have the best relationships when we're taking care of ourselves, right? When we're doing things in a way that aligns with us, that suits us. So it's really important for us to be able to recognize that, honor that, and be truthful about that. And it's like recognize where it is that we're letting the darkness. Okay, so my phone storage. But so if we'll also be finding support. So when it comes to polarity, right, and really making sure that we are balanced within that, but also if you are masculine, if your expression is dominantly masculine, the feminine will be of support to you. If your expression is dominantly feminine, the masculine will be a support to you. Also, finding balance of this within ourselves will also support us very strongly within that realm of things. This is also our relationships, our marriages, our co-workers, the people who it is that we are building partnerships with. We're finding a lot of support there with them. So let's see what action it is that we need to take that will best support us in the month of June. So we have the Mother of Knives. So the Mother of Knives is basically saying we need to be very clear, right? No hesitation. Be very sure. Be very honest about what it is that we want, but also have fun. Have a good time. Everything don't have to be so serious, but where it does, you need to exemplify that, right? And perhaps we are needing to connect with um, that mental aspect that is not so masculine, that is more based in a feminine aspect, so something that's more spiritual. All right, so we're probably wanting to seek out more prayer, right? Write petitions, okay? Because even with the support of Dr. Buzzard here, this is a lot about our luck and our abundance and um, winning. Really, it's like making sure that you're playing the game to win whatever game it is that you're choosing to play, right? And um, making sure that the steps are in order, that there's order, that you have a plan, that things are written out as well, but that you also, that you're not allowing your mind to be chaotic in a way that is creating dishevelment, right? Creating this seven of knives energy when it comes to how we're perceiving, how we're thinking about something. Okay, maybe we want to also nurture our minds. Maybe we want to make sure that our nervous systems are aligned, that we're doing breath work, that we're writing it out, that we are journaling where we need to, okay, that we are focusing on our fluidity as well, right? So that's really that. If we looked at the feminine aspect of air, uh, although air is masculine, it is feminine for us to pray about it in its essence, right? Not and not on. We don't even have to call it feminine, right? Just in that um, spiritual chaos type of energy, which the feminine is, right? So making sure that we're finding ways to bring balance and be steady within the chaos, find our stillness within the chaos as well, right? Giving space, time, being open to receive information it is that we are needing to help us move forward, right? So this can be a lot about the connection and collaboration with the partnerships, with the people we're talking to. Maybe we really need to learn how to connect without connect from a heart-based place without putting a lot of thought into it. Granted, the mother of knives, especially in the traditional deck, she can be seen as like this kind of bitchy woman, but you know, she's just up front, right? She just tell the truth. She just tell it like it is. She not really trying to. It's nothing to be sugar coated. Like this is what it is, kind of thing. And sometimes this can be someone who is not really worried about how you're gonna feel about um, what it is that's being said, because what it matters is the truth. Granted, there can be some somebody may be getting married, somebody may be coming out of a single, somebody may either be getting a divorce or somebody may be becoming single, um, becoming married. I'm sorry, and in that needing to be very clear on what it is that you want in your world, right? Needing to communicate that, how you want that to look, how you want it to feel, the aesthetic of the thing, okay, and um, trusting, right? Maybe you want to go talk to a like a hierophant based type of energy, so like a some type of guru, sort of like a teacher or preacher, pastor. Maybe that may be important for you during this time, where to help you gain a sense of trust, to help reignite your sense of faith, even, right? So that you're not so caught in the emotions of the mental aspect and state of being. So it's just like go with the flow, do some yoga, stretch that shit out, let it go, whatever is keeping you rigid, because where the support and the action lie is both in air-based energy. So this is a lot about fluidity, um, and using the strength of air to carry everything out, to enhance the other elements, right? To bring clarity as well, right? So seeing things very clearly. So what's the advice here? Spirit, what's the advice? What is our advice for June? Okay, and we have the free man. Wow. Okay, so this is a Fool card, but this is a lot about us doing what it is that we need to do to live a free and sovereign life. All right, like what does that take? What where do we need to rely on something greater than ourselves to make this happen? Right, and again, having trust, having faith that the steps it is that you're choosing, that you want to take, is right for you. This is like removing the shackles. Who are you? Just be that, and that's is probably going to require you doing something different. All right, because the free man, this is infinite energy. You know, anything is possible here. So it's all in the matter of the tools it is that you utilize, you know, using the correct resources to support you in being able to free yourself, and doing this in a way that the fool can either literally be foolish, or he can you be using um, his wits about him, right? Tapping into his vigor, tapping into his intuition. The free man's greatest ally is his intuition, his senses, his trust, because he doesn't really have anything else except for spirit on his side, except for God on his side, you know? So it's kind of like you really have to keep the faith, especially with it's coming out underneath them bones and that being an obstacle, right? You don't have to know where it is, how it's gonna look. Like, you can have an idea, you can visualize it, right? And you can begin to build and create that in the way in which it is that you desire. But it's like, how much space are you gonna give it to actually materialize and manifest in the way that you want it to? So we have this is the waning gibbous moon. So with the waning gibbous moon, we have, this is the waxing gibbous moon, I'm sorry. So this is about showing up, being big, right? You're almost to the space of fullness, of readiness, of your energy and what it is that you want to share. So you want to be connecting with people. This is a lot about connecting with other people, and allowing them to support where they can, right? But maybe you also want to just take some time to have some fun. This is a good time to, when the wax and gibbous moon is out, it's a good time to spend money. It's a good time to travel. It's a good time to connect. All right, it's a good time to express yourself, right? Let what needs to be known. Um, you know, it's a lot about getting ready to bring in the big things, and that comes with really, again, giving things faith, having trust, keeping the faith. You don't need a lot of faith. The faith just needs to be real. It has to be true, you know, and maybe you want to, again, first to get the moon here, and the theme being the son of baskets. Maybe we are wanting to work with the moon. Maybe the wax and gibbous moon is a great phase for you to work in, so that you can call in that harvest, right? Maybe it's in that space that you're really needing to connect with within yourself, okay? Because um, when the moon is waxing, it's about being seen, right? It's beginning to be seen, but in each phase, you're being seen more and more, right? So with this waxing gibbous, it's like, okay, if you work with me, I can get you to the full moon, right, where you can be able to confidently and fully express yourself. Okay, so I actually didn't want to pull one of these cards, but let's see what the mermaids and dolphins have to share with us for this month of June. Mermaids and dolphins. For June. So we have the Siren. In the treasure of the day, light is thrown on what could be tomorrow. So the Siren speaks a lot about recognizing, using your voice for one, because the siren, she sings in order to for the men to come to her, right? She creates this tune that is irresistible. You know, she speaks about a decision that's needing to be made as well. It says, as the siren charms with her sweet song, your words will receive the response you desire. An invitation that's hard to resist will arrive from someone who's emotionally attached to you. You may be accepting people who willingly come to you and letting go of those who do not. A relationship will not end right if it begins wrong. Telltale signs may lead you to question another's honesty. Perhaps shame will be hidden behind a jagged rock. An imprudent man who draws near Siren will never return, because sirens were treacherous goddesses invoked at the moment of death. You, like the siren, will sweetly charm the tune, not by lyre or flute, but by observation. So it's really important that we're paying attention to what's going on, like being very patient with the process as well, and holding the discernment it is that's needed when it comes to making the decisions that's coming forth for us, right? What someone is inviting us to, and if that is going to work for us. But something that you have been expecting is coming forward, probably in a surprising way, because when sirens show up, it's not necessarily a shock, but it's definitely like a surprise. Like, oh wow, I didn't expect you to be here. At the bottom. And at the bottom we got setting of the sea goddess. That's about virtue. So being pure and honest within your approach to things. Also pay attention to people's words, like how they speaking, what they saying. Pay attention to their body language. Like just be aware, be observant this month. And then we have Queen Sheba, secrets revealed. So she speaks about you not knowing what you don't know. You'll probably be finding out a lot of things this month. I think I may have mentioned that already, but Queen Sheba says, open your eyes, secrets are being revealed. It's safe for you to see the truth. Your inner vision is crystal clear. The embodiment says, you do not know what you don't know. Your creator, ancestors, angels, spirits, and ascended masters are whispering to you. This is divine intelligence. Pay close attention. There are things you do not let yourself see. Allow yourself to be guided. Choose your own path. Her declaration says, I am connected to the divine. Ashe. Let's see. What does this Retreat Oracle have for us? What messages do you have for us? Retreat Oracle. We have the sun. So when the sun shows up, that's happiness, that's fulfillment, that's good tidings. The children may be a strong focus, but also the masculine, our own personal masculine energy, and being active, being seen, shining, and being confident within our self, right? And connecting with others, right? Having fun, having a good time, right? Loving on people, and just really enjoying life for what it is. This is also a lot about our self-expression and being confident in that, and being honest with that as well, and doing what it is that needs to be done for us to live life in the way in which it is that we want, because the sun has a lot to do with self-value, self-appreciation, and making sure that we are connecting with that. So let's see what self-care we have for us this month of June. What is our self-care for this month of June, Spirit? Self-care for the collective for the month of June. For the month of June. You may also be learning how to do something, how to get things done. Okay, travel. So it's the summertime, the kids are out of school, we traveling, we taking trips, whether that's road trips, catching flights, however, or maybe you just taking a new way in where it is that how you go from home to one location, right? However it is, it's a good time to move, right? Maybe we're also changing our minds about things, changing our perception. Maybe we're aligning to new beliefs, even, and connecting with seeing the bigger picture, so that we can expand in our life and really be true to ourselves and, the life it is that we wish to lead. So, what is our power for June, Spirit? Personal power for June. Personal power for June. Okay. And I trust in divine timing flew out. So know that when we are taking the time for ourselves is when we align to divine timing. When we're doing what it is that we need to do in order to make whatever happen. We meet timing, right? Because divine timing is always present. It's the matter of us being in alignment with it, right? So sometimes we need to learn something. Sometimes we need to grow in a few areas. Sometimes we have to let some stuff go, right, in order to align with the time, right? So it's like time will always be on your side wherever it is that you are, and it's important to trust that. And at the bottom of the self-care, we got dare. So dare to dream, dare to be great, dare to live your life. And at the bottom of personal power, we have I speak highly of myself. And so a lot of this has to do with loving yourself, being okay with what your truth is and knowing that that it's cool to be you, no matter how that look to other people. Like, other people really don't matter when it comes to us living our life unless it's directly affecting them in some way. So, yes, you guys, that is the June energy. I hope that this serves you. I hope this blesses you. Um, Also, personal readings are available on the site until July 21st. You can use the code CHARMED for 22% off your purchase. And those Taurus through to Virgo, you have 33% off the birthday tarot, which is a very full reading of each month. And we kind of break down and go through the astrological houses through tarot through that. So if that's something you're interested in, use the code. Go ahead and book that for yourself, for your family, someone, whoever it is that you feel needs that. And use the code CELEBRATE for 33% off. And yes, you guys, I will see you guys again soon. I'm not sure exactly when,